Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening day of the Premier League. It is Burnley versus Manchester City. I do apologise for the slight delay. I am finally live now. Give me a second. I'm trying to sort out a few things. Right, so Burnley versus Man City. Horrible start, by the way, for an opening game of the season. I know the Burnley fans will not care, right? Because they get to have, their big opening day at Turf Moor. I'm sure their fans will, they won't care too much about it. I just think that's really rough. You want to start the Premier League as strong as you can. A lot of teams have that opening day bounce. That first game's always going to be tough when you're playing a newly promoted team. Villa lost to Bournemouth on the opening day last season as they were promoted. It's not easy. It's not easy playing these teams. I know, if you are going to play Man City at any time, technically your best chance to beat them probably is that first game because they have no idea how well you're going to do. They have the least amount of information on you available out of all the teams in the Premier League. You go into this, you have almost no idea how they're going to play. We'll get into the lineups of both the teams. Burnley with a very classic formation today, which I'm very pleased and very proud of. And obviously a lot of debutants. How you doing, Mark? The worry says, I think Burnley are going to get hammered. It could honestly go... I could say it could go either way. It probably will go heavily Man City's way. You never know. I live for the dream. I live for the Burnley dream that they could go on and sneak a 1-0 here. It does feel like one of those games where it's either going to be 4 or 5-0 City or 1-0 Burnley, They just need to make sure they don't make any silly mistakes early on. Get under City's nerves a little bit, get under them. Get into them. Don't show any fear. Just really go for it, basically. Got to get into them. That's a very common saying in football, especially on the pitch. Just get into them early. Try and get into Haaland's ear, maybe. You got to put him off somehow. Mark said, I hope they would. How you doing? Really random reviews. What's good? So yeah, we'll go through the lineups of both teams. We'll start with Burnley. They are the home team. In goal, James Trafford. He was a big signing from Bolton. A lot of money. I think he went for 20 million, which for Burnley, Sean Dyche is spitting feathers that Burnley have managed to spend that much on one player. That used to be like Dyche's not just yearly budget, probably a 2-3 year budget there for Sean Dyche, all in one player. Back in the day, a back four of Connor Roberts, Dara O'Shea, a new signing Amin Al-Dakil, and the fullback Jordan Bayer. I was actually interested in Jordan Bayer for my FPL. He signed from Mönchengladbach. A lot of new players for Burnley, to be fair. So, it might take time for them to gel. But he was like a cheap option for the FPL. He'll play a lot of games. He's a fullback, so he'll get points for them. So yeah, in midfield, their flat midfielder 4 is Luca Colliesho, 18 years old. Sander Berge, new signing for Burnley from Sheffield United. Then you've got in midfield Josh Cullen. He's a sign-in from Anderlecht. And on the wing, Vitinho. And I know Vitinho, actually, from Football Manager. Oh, my God. Back in the day. I say back in the day, I'm like 2-3 years ago. This guy was a baller. Proper wonder kid on Football Manager, so I'm pleased. He's finally getting Premier League experience. Up front, Zeki Amdouni alongside Lyle Foster. Interestingly, for Burnley, I'm looking through their squad right now. A few goal scorers there. What I will say, there's no... I'm trying to not be harsh here with Burnley. There's no clear player there that is going to do well. I know comparing them to City is a horrible thing to do. But with City, you know Haaland's going to get you goals. You know even a Kanji at the back's going to do well. He's not even first choice, second choice centre-back. Kyle Walker's experience. Not a lot of experience in that Burnley team for Premier League level. Sander Berge was in the Premier League with Sheffield United a couple of years ago. But a lot of these are new and from foreign leagues. This could be very interesting. Connor Roberts has played for Burnley for a few years. I think he played in the. He might have played in the Premier League with Swansea. I know he played for Swansea a few years ago. But yeah, that's the Burnley side. I hope they do well. That flat 4-4-2. That is ballsy. Playing with a 4-man midfield against one of the best teams in the world. Mark says, I have put the RB in my FPL. You can see the video. I did my FPL team basically on camera. I decided to go into it not with an idea of my team. I wanted to choose my team and give you guys my reasons for like picking most of my players in that team. So that's what I went through and did. Manchester City side is way more recognisable for me. It's a 4-2-3-1, which we've seen quite a few times with Pep Guardiola. Edison in goal. Lewis, Ake, Akanji, Walker. So a fairly changed backline. What is it? Rico Lewis, the geezer's name. I know he came in and replaced João Cancelo, and he was upset. Cancelo wanted to go out on loan rather than be benched by an 18-year-old. Rodri and De Bruyne is the midfield. Foden, Alvarez, Silva, and Erling Haaland, top scorer, is up front. We're about to be underway, and we're going to start with a kneel of the knee. And we are moments away. I'm just going to hide this. I'm going to implement something quite cute, and you guys might enjoy this. So give me a sec. I wanted to hide it until I could show it. I find it cool. And you'll see what I'm on about. So let me do that. And if I show it... Oh, wait. I might have messed up. I need to... Give me a second. I need to interact with this, apparently. If I go stats... There we go. So we got some stats on screen. And I'm going to get some... I'm going to get more on the left-hand side as well. Which I don't often do stats in this channel. If it can show, that'd be great. Oh, I also have to interact with this one as well. Because I've never used them before. I apparently have to interact. Can I do that, please? That'd be great. I'm having issues. I should have stress tested this, really. I'll turn them off for now, but I want stats on screen at some point in the future. I also got the closed beta access for the new EAFC. So did I. I don't know what modes I've got. I need to have a look at that. But I was given that option as well, which is kind of cool. It's something I've been anticipating. I've been hoping I'd get the access to. I really want access to pro clubs, but I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be unlucky. You got for Switch? Fair enough. First minute of the game, and it's been very uneventful. Manchester City, I gotta say, quite a sleek away kit. I will take digs at City every chance I get almost. But that's a nice kit. I know their home kit is also not terrible as well. They do smash it from that department anyway. Rodri, good interception in midfield. And Burnley are going to try and come forward here. And that's a foul from De Bruyne. That's a free kick to Burnley 2 minutes in. Really good from Amdouni there. They've got the old kits though, so I'm a bit tight. Wait, you go for Switch. They got the old kits there. I'm a tiny disappointed, but it is beta. I didn't even know they did beta codes for Nintendo Switch. Graphically, it's different, isn't it, to the rest of like the main series games? Don't they have like a special engine for it because the Switch can't run it? Right, that's how it works, I think. I know they got Ultimate Team now, which is cool, but yeah. I have a Switch. I wouldn't play FIFA on it. I do love my Switch and I play a lot of games on it, but I wouldn't play any sport-related games, or I wouldn't play a game like Skyrim or anything like that, personally. Corner taken short for City. De Bruyne, right-hand side, cross comes in. Back post, Rodri, Haaland, goal! 1-0 City! Inside 3 minutes! It's Erling Haaland. It took Haaland just 3 minutes to get on the score sheet in the Premier League so far. Lovely ball into the box to the right-hand side from Kevin De Bruyne. Square pass into Erling Haaland. And it's a very typical Haaland goal here. One-touch finish. Really, I gotta say, the short corner for City is really nice. De Bruyne just given way too much room to put the cross in. Rodri's cushion down header. And despite all the players in the box for Burnley, not a single one of them gets to this ball first. Haaland is just the poacher, the main man. And he just keeps continuing this stupid run of form of goal scoring. 36 goals in the Premier League last season. And he is, well, it's took 3 minutes. He's already off the mark. Like, this type of game could have been one of those games where Haaland struggles. He struggled in the Community Shield. And, well, a lot of people gave him criticism in that game, and it didn't age very well. And I got to say, already people giving him criticism again this year for that Community Shield game, and he's come back with a goal. Just don't criticise this man. But yeah, not a great start for Vincent Kompany's Burnley. 1-0 down. It's the first shot of the game. And it's gone into the back of the net. So disappointing. Ake for Manchester City. The fact that City's first shot is crazy. So if I try and unhide that, why is this being funny? Oh man, I really want stats on screen. You know what? I'm going to try and change this. I want stats on screen, goddammit. What about this? There we go. That's alright. Well, literally one shot, one goal. You can see it on screen right there. Let me clean this up a little bit. And we'll go... We'll just leave it at that, actually. Actually, no, I need some of it. I need some of the bottom. It's a bit thin on the bottom. Alright, so you can see on screen, they've had one shot, scored one goal. How you doing, Eric, as well? Breaking news, Burnley will sign Roy Keane to snap Haaland's legs, then retires. Alright, that's one stat done. And now the other side. We're going to do some edits. What do I want on screen? You can see what website I'm using this from. I do not care. I'm shameless. How about that? And then... I think that might be perfect. Yeah, look at that. Alright, cool. We have stats on screen. It's not perfect, but it will do. Possession. Oh, I just realised. You got goal attempts and shots on target. Oh! Burnley penalty chance! Burnley really want a penalty. Yeah, I'll do this another time. Burnley really want a penalty. Screaming. I need to see that because I was doing edits on my screen. Burnley fans screaming for a penalty. 6 minutes gone. Yeah, what's his name? Sorry, I forgot. Amdouni. Shoved by Ake. Nah, he goes down too soft for me. I'm sorry. He's too soft there. Aiden Espel said, who do you think we will replace Buendia for the season? Well, I was going to make a comment on that, and thank you for allowing me to do that. We're apparently going in for Italian midfielder Zaniolo. He currently plays in the Turkish league. We're going to look to loan with an option to buy. I think it's a £3 million loan plus wages. And then there's an option to buy him for 27 at the end of the year. So I think that will be the immediate replacement for Emi Buendia, which is a big shame, by the way, because I really thought this was Buendia's big chance to step up after a really good pre-season. I'm a little bit upset that he's got such a big injury. It's a big blow to Villa, because even if we get Zaniolo today, he can't play against Newcastle. So, you know, it's a big player gone already. Mark said, I thought we'd have gone for Doku. Yeah, the rumours of Doku fizzled out a little bit. Can I just say, by the way, completely off topic, The Burnley kit looks so much like Villa. It's so weird. It's even got the old Villa sponsors. It's really weird to see. It's such a Villa kit. It's got like a typical, 2017, 2018 Villa collar. It's got a former Villa sponsor. It's got the claret shorts. It's a very Villa kit. This is Burnley again want another penalty, but they're gonna scream for that all day. And it would be very soft. It's a goal kick to Manchester City. Just like Burnley, both Villa and Burnley changed their badge this season. I do prefer Burnley's, if I'm being honest. I think their change made it a lot more sleek. They didn't do anything with the badge itself. They just went for colours. I really hated the yellow on the Burnley kit. I thought it looked ugly. So I think it's a lot nicer now. I will say that. Give Coutinho a chance to sell him. I mean, we've got high wages with him right now, so we might as well play him. I don't really see the point in having him and then not playing him, And he looked okay in pre-season. I'm gonna say that he looked all right. Came off the bench. Was it against Brentford? And he got an assist. Did more than Leon Bailey in like a minute than Bailey did in like the full 50-60 minutes that he played. Like, I'd give him a go. I don't think it would hurt, personally. What do you guys think in chat? I know some of you are Villa fans, some of you are not. Would you play Coutinho? Would you give him more game time than what he's recently had last year? He barely played at all. I know he got injured a little bit, apparently. But if he stays fit, would you give him more game time? Or do you think he's the best option for Aston Villa would be to just bring him off the bench as an impact sub? I'm going to say I think Diaby will be our top scorer this season. I still think Watkins will. I think Diaby will do well, but Ollie is very, he scored a lot of goals last year. Very competent. He will play every game almost. And I think he'll do well. Which, by the way, if you look on FPL, Ollie Watkins is the second most picked striker by a mile. I'm not joking. Haaland has hammered the competition with 87%, right? Second to Haaland for picked strikers is Ollie Watkins on 24. A quarter of the player base picked Ollie Watkins. Then below that is the Brighton striker, João Pedro, who signed from Watford. And I think he was like 19%. And then it drops down to like 12, 11. So Ollie Watkins is a clear favourite pick for most people. I've got Watkins and Haaland. Cross comes in. Haaland at the back post. Hacks it over the crossbar and it'll be a goal kick to Burnley. Look, Haaland was 14 mil for FPL, which is like, I think the most they could ever put any player. Like, it's really expensive. But you can see why, Gets the goal. He's already scored this game. One shot, one goal. Like, how about that? He's just an absolutely clinical striker. We'll get top scorer again. Like, if you want free money, just put Haaland to get golden boot. There you go. It's free money right there. Prediction first game versus Newcastle. Personally, I'm going to bold and say 3-1 Villa. Look, I'm going to do a live stream for tomorrow. I mean, a lot of you guys would guess that anyway. And I might change my prediction by then. Villa's record at their ground is terrible. And especially Newcastle now, looking better than they ever have. We did all right against them in pre-season. We did battle a little bit. But Olsen was in goal, so take it with a grain of salt, I guess. I think Newcastle will probably win the game. If we're gonna be honest, I think that could easily be 2-1, 2-0 Newcastle. I don't think it. I wouldn't be like really upset if we lost. Newcastle were one of the best teams at in terms of home form last year. For a very long time, they were unbeaten at home. You got to remember that. They lost to Liverpool at home very late in the season. That was their first loss at home. So it's not easy going to their ground and winning. And I think we're going to struggle again. Villa Park. I was at the game. We lost 4-0 at St James. In fact, you can look up the head-to-head. I'll do it on my phone. I know it's bad. I think we haven't beaten them at their ground since 2009, something like that. I'll have a look because I'm very intrigued. But Villa's form against Newcastle at their ground is horrific. It extends a lot longer than people think. All right, head to head with them. Last time we beat them away. I'm going back to 2013. Still not seeing any Villa away win. 2011. Oh, don't tell me it's that famous win away. Oh my god. It actually was, you know. The last time we beat them at their ground was that famous 2005 game where they had 2 red cards when they had a fight. It's a very famous Premier League game because Dyer and Bowyer had a scrap and they were both sent off. That was the game. That was the last time we beat them at their ground. We ain't going there and winning. Since then, we drew 1-1. We lost 3-1. Drew 0-0. Lost 2-0. Lost 6-0. That was that famous 6-0 after Martin O'Neill left. Then we lost. No, sorry, we beat them. Then we lost 2-1. Then we. Give me a sec. We drew 1-1. Lost 1-0. So it's either draws or losses all the way. And they are close games, but like 1-0 again in 2015. 1-1 draw in 2015 again. So it's a common theme. We've drawn a lot of games with them at their ground, and it will be another draw. I'm sorry, but I think it'll either be a draw or a lot. I'd take a point, move on. I don't think they want to play us. We don't want to play them. But 2005 was the last time we beat them at St James. I will be doing a stream for tomorrow, guys. Absolutely guarantee I will not be missing that for the world. I could lose full-on limbs. I wouldn't be missing that game. I'm very nervous for it, but I'm very excited for it. So you can watch that on this channel alongside me, and hopefully it'll be a good one. And I've missed some chats, so I'll just give me a second. Because S-Bells asked my prediction, and then there was a 3-0. I don't have any social besides YouTube, and just seeing some Newcastle fans in the comment section, so cringe. Yeah, just picture that on just every social media now. They're really bad on Twitter, by the way. Not getting beat by Newcastle after the wait, by the way. I'm starting to think my FIFA manager career is a tiny bit stupid. What is it? What is your FIFA manager career? Am I going to the Hibs game? I'm not personally going to that. I'm sure that will be an incredible atmosphere. I wonder if Hibs will sing Super John McGinn. Like, they love him. They absolutely love John McGinn. I wonder. I'd give him a lot of credit if they sung Super John McGinn. I think it could be a really good back and forth, you know? Which, by the way, what do you guys think of the draw for the Conference League? Like Hibernian, they're an alright side from the Scottish League. I think there could be a potential banana skin. We definitely could have got an easier game there, if I'm going to be honest. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. Hang on, give me a second. So if I go and have a look at the Conference League, there's so many poor teams in the Conference League. I do actually think Hibs are one of the better sides. As harsh as that is to, a lot of the teams around us. Like Hibernian lead 3-1 against Luzerne. They're not through yet, by the way. I'm just going to say that. They won at home. Doesn't mean to say they'll win away. It's a two-legged game. Doesn't necessarily mean... Oh my god, City have missed a sitter. It might have been offside, but Rodri's just had a header saved by James Trafford. Yeah, it was an offside flag, I think. Early, quick free kick by De Bruyne, and yeah, Rodri is offside, to be fair. It's a good save, Trafford, by the way. Reminds me of Nick Pope when he used to play for Burnley. Tall keeper with a skin fade. Quite thin looking, Mbappe, striker, Diaby, right wing, Messi, left wing, Bellingham, Camavinga, Jacob Jacob Ramsey and Jude Bellingham in the same team. Trent at left... Oh, wait. Hakimi left back, Trent right back, I was going to say. Interesting side. You should win a lot of games with that, that's all I'm going to say. Also, I hate Trent on FIFA. I think Trent's terrible. He's really slow. So if you make him quicker, then he'll be all right. But he's horribly slow. Nice combination for Burnley. Shot on goal. It was on target, but it was never really troubling Edison, really. Amdouni causing a few issues. He did go down in the box looking for a penalty, and he never got it. And he was looking interested there. Getting a left-footed shot away didn't really cause too much threat, to be honest. Yeah, so far 18 minutes gone here. Burnley 0, City 1. Erling Haaland is the difference. Foden, good tackle. Koleosho is so young, you know. 18 years old. That pass, though, really does reek of a young player's inexperience. Good tackle, but very little end product there. And a shove. Is that a shove from Roberts? And, yeah, Lewis is not happy. Holding his ear. He did not enjoy that little push there. Yeah, Roberts and Koleosho doubled up and Rico Lewis went down the deck. Terrible ball from Koleosho, really. Yeah, Roberts with a shove on Lewis. How much was this a shove? He does proper shoving, by the way. And the fact he's complaining at a foul. He gives him a two-handed shove. And then complains that a free kick is given. I mean, that's shameless behaviour, to be honest. Ramsey's 96 and Watchalong shot rating went up. He's got a lot of potential, not just on FIFA but on FM. It's very similar. Jacob Ramsey and Aaron Ramsey have decent potential. Edison's goal kick is long. Looking for Haaland. Good flick on. And it was a good flick on until the referee said foul. I think that's a really soft one. He's done very little there, Haaland, to be penalised for a foul. Burnley playing out from the back against City is risky. Decent pass from Travers, actually. Roberts with a header is given away. It was a header towards Sanderberg. De Bruyne into Haaland. Decent first touch. Dribbling let him down there. Not really his strength. And Burnley cleared the ball once more. Good strength from Kyle Walker. Very good from Kyle Walker. Wow. He basically held off two players there. Damn. Esbel said if Martinez gets injured, we are so screwed. We need a backup keeper. Yeah, I do not trust Robin Olsen at all. So thank you. Emmy's 84 rated in the new one. He's been mugged off. I mean, he's 84 now. He was 84 in the last one. So I'm not surprised he's stayed the same. A lot of keepers are lower rated than that. It's not terrible. Look, if Emmy stays the same, I just want Watkins. Watkins was 78. I think Watkins should be like 81, personally. No, that's a joke. Haaland should be like 91, 92. That is a piss take. Haaland's shooting should be like 90. Honestly, give him 99 off the bat. You know, he might as well. His finishing's unreal. Like, they love promo cards and they love boosting players with promos, but just give him 99 finishing from the bat. Like, there's no reason to not do that, to be honest. There's a stoppage of play here. Oh! Is De Bruyne coming off? Oh dear. Kevin De Bruyne is apparently injured. He's walking. But he's given his armband. 21 minutes and my FPL is crying because Kevin De Bruyne is coming off. My 10 million has been well spent. Oh dear. It will be a substitution for Manchester City and Kovacic will make his Man City debut off the bench, replacing Kevin De Bruyne. That's a big hit. That's a big hit for me. Never mind City. That's a heartbreak. For De Bruyne, you want to start as well. I mean, Haaland started well. If this game was still 0-0, you know, I'd back Burnley. I would have backed Burnley, especially with City's playmaker going off so early. It's a shame that City got that, you know, goal in 3 minutes to take the pressure off. Because say this was 0-0 and De Bruyne's injured, you never know. The longer the game ticked on, it'd be difficult. Charlie Hughes and Wigan is 86. He doesn't have a face on the game. Yeah, FIFA's so unrealistic. I never do career mode. But it is official. De Bruyne off. Mateo Kovacic is on. Kovacic, by the way, great signing for City. He was a good player for Chelsea. His finishing was terrible. I know that's not his job, but his finishing is woeful. By the way, Caicedo, what a story that's been. Earlier today, it looked absolutely dead set. He was going to join Liverpool. There was lots of banter tweets made by Liverpool fans towards Chelsea because it looked like they'd stolen Caicedo, despite Chelsea having 3 months worth of interest. 110 million was agreed. But apparently Caicedo is still going to say no. Even though Chelsea have offered less money, I believe. He still insists on joining Chelsea ahead of Liverpool. So he's going to get a very harsh treatment at Anfield. I'm just going to say that. Look, if I'm leaving a club like Brighton... Look, by the way, leaving Brighton... I wouldn't want to leave Brighton. I think Brighton are a great project. I think that's a shame, first of all. Because Brighton very easily could finish above either of those two teams. Second off, would I join a side that didn't make Europe and finished 12th last season? Or would I join a side that at least made the Europa League? Not a great season, but at least got into the Europa League. I think Liverpool is a way more safe bet. Chelsea's ownership is still looking very ropey. I don't think it's a good idea, personally, to be at Chelsea. I could be wrong, and they could do very well. Pochettino is a good manager, but I don't know. I think that's risky, going Chelsea right now. Half their squad left. Like, it's a proper rebuild. That might take time. Nkunku's injured as well. A new big signing for them. Won't even play it. So they've got Jackson, who looked good in pre-season, but it's a lot of pressure on his shoulders now. Ronaldo's 90 rate still. He should have been downgraded. Same with... Like Messi, really, both of them should have been downgraded to like 88, if we're going to be honest. Minimum 88. But they won't because people want them as high as they can. But, yeah. Messi, both of the players will be a really expensive start of the game on Ultimate Team. But they'll drop down because, you know, you don't want to have an MLS or Saudi side, really. Alvarez with another foul here. And it'll be a free kick to Burnley. Apparently, Burnley playing a back five. Flash Score said 4-4-2, but according to Flash Score now, it's a back five. I think even Burnley said 4-4-2. Not Burnley. Sky Sports about Burnley said 4-4-2, but it does look like a back five. They looked like a lot of players in the box when Haaland scored, but I thought that was because of the corner. But going back, there was like a line of five, that. Ratings can change. We have seen that before. We'll see. I think that's why you're seeing Martinez to 84, Messi, Ronaldo 90, 91, Watkins. Ratings, I don't think, are reflected in the beta. I think they change them. I think that's happened before. Could be wrong, but that's definitely happened in the past. My concern about Burnley is who's going to score the goals. Like, I put Burnley to finish outside of the relegation zone because there's so many terrible players. But I don't know, man. It's a shame Benson's injured as well. That's a big miss for them. Benson scored a lot of goals for Burnley last year, and him being out, that's a big problem. Also, my stream has just gone. So just gotta give me a second. I'm having a lot of issues with my Wi-Fi today. It could honestly be a Wi-Fi issue. But I'm having a lot of problems today. Menus are weird. I'll have to see it all when I can. I've got, like I said, I got the beta, but I haven't tested it. Alright, I've got it back on now. You got a layman in your first pack, no way. I've heard there's like an upgrade thing now on Ultimate Team, which is kind of cool. So you can actually invest in your player. Say like you really like the feel of one player, you can really upgrade it. I like that. It seems way more personal now. Some players just feel really good. I remember, you know, it's a few years ago. I don't even know if you played. Oh, big chance for Burnley. I'm going to stop here. Cross. Shot. Oh, it looked like a cross was going to come in from Vitinha, but he went for goal and it went past the post. That's a big miss for Burnley. They're not going to often get mistakes. It's Kovacic giving the ball away. Substitute for City. He's got to do more there, I think. I'm sorry. I don't want to be critical. It's actually, sorry, it was Foster. I thought it was Vitinha. It is Foster. Vitinha is playing left wing back. Oh, it's another mistake in midfield. Another chance for Burnley. Good tackle, Rodri this time. But that's two bad passes in the space of like 20 seconds for Man City. We're not used to seeing that. Ake with a simple header towards Rodri and they get it clear. But Man City with bad passing. Whenever do you see that? Especially more than once. Pep Guardiola is not going to be happy there. Kolecha going backwards now. Al-Dakil not on the right wavelength with the rest of his side. He's looking for Amdouni. The Burnley crowd are really rampant here, making a lot of noise. Whose mistake was this? Akanji into Lewis. Oh, it was Lewis giving the ball away, and then Akanji getting tackled. Oh my god. Amdouni, if he had a bit more pace, would have been in on goal then. Also, what did you get your code for? I didn't see. I need to see what it's for. I haven't checked yet. It could be anything, and I haven't bothered yet. 29 gone here. It is Burnley 0, Manchester City 1. I gotta say, City looking a little bit uncomfortable. They got their early goal, which is what you'd expect. But when they get that early goal, you'd also expect a steamroll. You'd expect this to be 2 or 3-0. Game's done. You know, you can jog for the second half. It's actually been very, I'm going to say it, quite poor from City this game. I think Burnley have got under their skin a little bit. Mistakes, you know, across the pitch. Haaland, other than the goal, has done very little. I've not seen anything of Bernardo Silva. You know, Alvarez, in fact, anything from Julian Alvarez has just been fouls. De Bruyne has gone off injured. You know, who knows? A Burnley equaliser here. I think things could seriously could start twisting for City. Their press has been good, though. I will say that. They've got a very good press right now. And they've won the ball again with it. Rico Lewis, again, loses the ball. He's had a rough game from left back so far. He's just very lucky he plays for such a good side. Because you make that mistake at, like, well, Bournemouth. Like, that will lead to a goal, you know? Those type of mistakes will lead to bigger problems, but... dear. I know not a lot of people get it, but I didn't want it on the Switch. I'd rather have an Xbox. I haven't even seen what console I've got it for. I'm guessing Xbox. But it could be, God knows, could be Switch as well. Bernardo Silva from Manchester City down the left-hand side. New trim, by the way. He's got like a bald cut going. And then gives it to Lewis, who has the complete opposite of said bald cut. Akanji. 40-ish yards from goal. Rodri. Foden. Nice one-touch football here. Foden into Silva in the box of Man City. It doesn't really take anyone on there. I want to see players being taken on. That's the problem when you don't have Jack Grealish in your side. You're not seeing much of it. You know, you're not seeing the directness of some of these players. I know it's how Pep likes to play, but it's not entertaining to me. I want to see the dribbles, the runs, like the flair of these players. And sometimes it's sucked out of them by the Pep system. Rodri for City, 32 gone, still 1-0. Still that Haaland goal's the difference. Long ball from Silva towards Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. Kyle Walker cutting inside on his left foot. Back heel into Akanji. He slings a cross in, takes a deflection towards Haaland. Good clearance away. Well, only as far as Silva, actually. It's not the best of clearances. Burnley have everybody back defending. Very typical low block stuff from the newly promoted side. Nathan Ake. Haaland, I gotta say, Haaland always getting into the pocket at the back post every time. Must be an absolute nightmare to deal with. They're sticking 2 centre-backs on him. They are playing a back 5 and 2 centre-backs are staying with Haaland at all times. Ake into Lewis. City just wearing Burnley down. Sideways passing, trying to break through. Silva gets a cross in towards Haaland. A very hacked clearance. It's a bit rushed and a bit stressy from Burnley. Vitinho does well, wins the tackle against Walker. It's a throw-in. I'd rather have an expert. I had to get an SD card as well. Oh yeah, I've got a large SD. It's 29 gig. Bear in mind that's more than the standard Switch storage, by the way. Yeah, Foden. Nice feet from Foden. Alvarez leaves it out wide towards Kyle Walker. Kovacic might go for goal. Good flick to Alvarez. Foden turns. Well done, James Trafford. Very good goalkeeping. That's a very awkward position to come out with. Lovely give and go from Kovacic. Foden. That's disgusting from Phil Foden. That is absolutely disgusting from Phil Foden. Flick of the heel. Spins around. Controls it with his flailing back leg. And Trafford comes off his line to get the ball off him. Burnley lose the ball, trying to dribble their way out. Alvarez. Oh, nice idea. Looking for Haaland. It is a good header away by O'Shea. Kovacic for City. Possession has been one wave. Minecraft's only 16. I mean, wait, 1 gig. Oh my god. I do have that as well. I got a lot of things. I got like is it a 2... How much do I have? I have a 250 gig or a 500 gig SD. I forget. But I have all my games on there, so it's a large SD. Lovely ball to Walker. Walker on the byline, cuts it back to Alvarez. Haaland! Oh, what a goal, Haaland! Oh my goodness me, this man is a robot. Oh, what a strike. Left foot, bang off the crossbar and into the back of the net. He only has had 2 shots. He's scored 2 goals. Burnley are absolutely just blown away by Haaland's class. He's so good. He's had barely a sniff today. 2 shots, 2 goals. He just gets in the right positions. That's his best trait, right? You can say he's tall, strong, fast, whatever. His best trait is his positioning. He's second to none with that. 3 centre-backs, and he gets that much room because he peels away from the cutback. That's lovely. 1-touch finish. It's literally off the crossbar into the net. There's no saving that from Trafford. That is almost unsavable. And the league's golden boot winner already has to. Dear Lord, what a season we're in for. Burnley 0, Manchester City 2. Despite the fact City have not even been that great, I don't think. They've actually had a few issues in this game. They've had a few mistakes in their play, but they've got away with it a little bit in this game. Because Burnley, I would say, they're not the most attacking side, and they don't have a lot of threat in their side. A better team would have given City more problems, I think, today with the mistakes made. Amdori trying to do everything on his own almost. Oh, it's a good tackle. He does on his own. Chance for Burnley. Shot deflected wide. Burnley looking to reply instantly at Turf Moor. And, well, I was about to say Amdori's struggling on his own. And then he scraps and battles, gets the tackle in. Shot deflected from Foster. I mean, that could have gone anywhere. It deflected wide of the post. Thankfully, from a Manchester City perspective. And Burnley do get this corner. If they want to get absolutely anything from this game, they've got to do something soon. Otherwise, this gets away from them. The corner comes in. Akanji flicks a header away. Kyle Walker hooks it off the byline to stop a Burnley corner. And now City could hit them on the break. Lewis has Alvarez and Foden ahead of him. He's got Haaland alongside. Lewis finds Alvarez. And Alvarez goes to ground too soft, but apparently not according to the referee. It is a free kick to City. I thought Alvarez is looking for that all day. I'm very surprised the foul's given. He catches him a little bit, but I think he's looking for it a tad too much there. But it is a Manchester City set piece. 38 gone. Burnley 0, City 2, and well, yeah, Vince, spot on, my friend, because it's been, even though it's not been the most perfect performance from City, Haaland is just unreal. It's not even been a perfect performance from City. There's been a lot of mistakes in their back line. Rico Lewis hasn't been great at all. They gave the ball away twice around their own box in the space of 20 seconds, wasn't punished for it, but Haaland scoring 2 goals is just ridiculous. Free kick comes in towards Ake. Header up rather than away from O'Shea, and Kovacic has been adjudged to have shoved a Burnley man. It will be a free kick to Burnley. 38 gone. If Burnley don't get a foothold of this game, it's already going to be out of touch for them. Out of sight, out of mind. That's not what I meant to say. It's going to be out of sight for them. Haaland with only 9 touches apparently, which is the second fewest of the game, but he scored 2 goals. Doesn't need to get involved. He's a poacher. That's what people forget. Poachers will often wait for their moment around the box, get into the space, and provide the clinical finish when necessary. And that's what he does best. He doesn't have to do the Harry Kane tech and go into midfield and play become a playmaker as well as a goal scorer. He just sits around the 6-yard box and it works. Some will say it's boring. Some will say, that it's not even a lot of skill to his game, but his finishing is unreal. Don't let this robot distract you from the fact we own Liverpool. I would absolutely love it, by the way, if you sign Caicedo. It won't happen because it's not realistic, but if you signed him, he'd get his medical done very quickly. He can start on the bench, come on, and then score against Liverpool. That would be... You can't tell me that wouldn't be funny. It's not realistic at all because it's too short notice. But it would be so funny if he came off the bench and scored. He'd already get booed. He would already get booed. Yeah, no. So I mean, it's not realistic, but it's funny in my head. He could score in the reverse game. He's gonna get booed at Anfield, by the way. Oh my God, the boos will ring out Anfield. Remember the way Arsenal dealt with Mudryk? It's worse than that. It will be way worse than that. What's the latest on Tyler Adams? Because weren't you lot interested in Adams? This is what I don't get as well. If you're apparently going in for Lavia, 100 mil on Caicedo, but there's apparent interest for Tyler Adams? Like what? I'm guessing they're gonna pull out of that. But then surely, I feel for Tyler Adams, he wants to move. Maybe Brighton can buy him. I don't know. Brighton, I will say, as much as the story is funny because it has flip-flopped everywhere. I do think Brighton and mugged you both off. I'm gonna say that. I think 110. Liverpool were heavily mugged. 110 mil is a joke. Like, the market is dusted. I like Caicedo, he's nowhere near 110. I genuinely think a reasonable deal for Caicedo is 60 million. I wouldn't want to pay more than that. I would not want to pay more than that. For a DM, no way. No way. So the fact he could have gone for 110 is ridiculous. I don't know how much that you lot have paid. I think you paid less than what they've offered. But I think Brighton have mugged you and Liverpool right off with the price. I really do think that. Brighton are incredible with business. I think they are the most efficiently run football team on the planet. There was a here we go on Tyler Adams yesterday, and today was his medical, and the deal broke out, which was on purpose so we could... I do feel for him. He's been messed around a little bit. I do feel for Tyler Adams. Because, he's on the verge of a big move, and then it suddenly goes because you want Caicedo. Liverpool are backing out, so I don't think we're going to have to spend... I mean, I think that's silly from a Liverpool perspective as well. I think you might as well just stay in, just to make sure your rivals pay more. You know? I think that's a better idea. I still think what you offered, I think minimum 90. I think minimum 90 was offered. I don't know if you went above 100, but I know 90 was a sum I heard last week. He's off the plot. Like, he must be like a childhood Chelsea fan. He must be 100 mil. That is you gotta admit, it is a lot. That is a lot for Caicedo. I think 100 mil for Rice is a lot. And I said that. So it's not just like I'm picking on Liverpool or Chelsea or whatever. I won't pay 100 mil on a DM full stop. I don't think it's worth it. It's a DM. Like, he ain't going to get you goals. He's going to keep him out. But I think DM, a bit like a goalkeeper, you know, you wouldn't spend 100 mil on a keeper. I know you spent 70 because you were forced into it. There's a picture of him in Chelsea shirt as a child. Yeah, I reckon that will be it. That will be the pull. They supported Chelsea from a young age. Because why would you say no to Liverpool? That's what I'm baffled about. Big risk for him, by the way, going to Chelsea. I said this earlier, but I think it's a massive risk. Massive risk going to Chelsea. You finished 12th last year with an owner that doesn't really know what he's doing half the time. Good manager, but it's not as easy as bouncing back to where you were. I think it's a massive risk. Massive risk. We're clear of Liverpool, more pull, and we finished. I will say, that's another thing. Liverpool lost out on a player to a side that finished 12th, man. Like, what? That's crazy. That's honestly crazy. If you deep that, that's crazy. I don't know. I just think, you know, there is a world where a team like Aston Villa finishes above both sides. So, like, that's why I think it's a risk for Caicedo. Why couldn't Caicedo stay at Brighton? I think Brighton, like I said, incredible project they've got on right now. Literally only on the up, looking very good. They got a very good side. I don't think Matoma will go. I think he'll stay there. I think Brighton will do very well again this year. I don't really see a point of Caicedo leaving. Long ball forward as another big chance for City with Phil Foden. Surely this will be 3-0. He goes down. And that might be a penalty to City. Well, the referee doesn't agree. Foden's still on the deck, still wanting a foul there. Lovely long ball. Burnley's back five, trying to play an offside trap, and only one player doesn't really follow it, which is a shame. O'Shea keeping everyone on side. Oh no, that looked like a clean tackle from Vitinha, to be fair. And I can see why no penalty was given. AJ, should I sell Diaby for 167? 100%. Get the bag. Bro, get your bag. Diaby is 2-star weak foot as well. Nah, get the bag. 5 added minutes in the first half is mental. See, they think this will kill time wasting. It won't. Because this happens, there's been no time wasted in this game. My way of solving time wasting is put the added time when it's deserved. This game needed 1 minute, maybe 2. Right? If Burnley or City hold the ball in the corner for the second half, for the last 10 minutes, add it on. Because what will happen, they'll still time waste anyway. Because you'll think, well, we might as well. They're going to add on stupid time anyway. It's not going to... You know, it's not going to stop the time wasting. Give it when it's deserved. Just don't. There's never been 5 minutes in this game ever. If this game was last season, it'd be one exactly. But like, there's not been like. I'm not upset if that was 1 minute because there's been barely any stoppage. There's been, I mean, other than De Bruyne, right? De Bruyne was down for a minute, so maybe you could say 2 or 3 minutes at a time at most. There's not been more than that. There has never been 5 minutes of stoppage from this game. Never in a million years. 47 gone. It is still 2-0 to City. I think Burnley gave a good account of themselves at 1-0. They were fighting, they were pushing, trying to get an equaliser, and as soon as the second goal came in, it's pretty much wraps, really. It's been very difficult for Burnley to break out. The desire and the fight has seemed to have dwindled a little bit. Oh! Another potential mistake. Burnley won another foul, which they've been ignored for fouls all day. Company again on the deck, wanting a... Not on the deck. On the touchline, wanting a free kick there. But another dodgy pass for City. They keep getting away with these. City played a better team today. Something could have happened. If City, honestly, City, if they would have played Man United at Old Trafford, they would have lost this game. They'd have played Liverpool, they would have lost. Playing like this, they would have lost. I'd say arguably Spurs, because they never beat Spurs anyway. We put in a bid in for Lavia just to pressure Liverpool into spending 60 mil. But leave them alone, man. Honestly, like, in the January, the game plan was buy anyone Arsenal are interested in. And the game plan now is buy anyone Liverpool want. You can't just keep looking at their homework and say, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna steal this and change. Oh, you want Lavia? Oh yeah, what's 40 mil for 60 mil? There you go. No DM for you. Liverpool in the trenches right now. Still no DM. Still no DM, and you're stealing them all. Well, if, say, you get Lavia and Caicedo, which is ridiculous, right? And then Liverpool want Tyler Adams. Are you going to come sneaking back again? Just to send him back on loan somewhere? Like, you're going to do it to spite them. So, oh, we can spend that money. Send him out on loan. Send him to the Shadow Realm. Like, you can't keep doing this. Oh, man. Half time here at Turf Moor. It's 2-0 City, and, well, I don't know what you want me to say. Erling Haaland is just on another level. He's absolutely on another level. The guy, you think he does nothing for 20 minutes, and he'll pop up with a wonder goal. It is so bizarre. He's that man. Pep is in his ear. Pep's mad. This is crazy. Pep is upset. Pep, you're winning 2-0, blood. He pushes the camera away. Bro, Haaland has 2 goals, and Pep was like moaning at him. Nah, his expectations are wild. I'm looking at my points so far. De Bruyne got 1. Stones currently is on 0. Stones ain't playing, is he? It's annoying, because it's Ake and Akanji. My wonderful John Stones ain't playing. I hope he comes on, gets me a clean sheet. Come on for the last 10, yeah? I decided to use my bench for the first game. So I don't make a mistake. I don't want to miss out on points on game week 1. I want a strong first game week. So I've activated my bench. So now, like, I've got Reece James for the Liverpool game. I've got Areola for the Bournemouth game. So I'm thinking straight away that'll probably be a draw. For Liverpool, Chelsea, possibly a 0-0. That'll get me some points for James. Areola, Bournemouth. Bournemouth are not notorious for scoring goals. West Ham, I could get screwed on that really, but we'll see. And I've got Watkins and Diaby. I was going to drop Watkins and Diaby because I do think Villa will lose tomorrow. But I've included them now just in case. Because I've got Botman at the back. Which Botman's good price. I'm just saying. Botman for 4.5 is insane. Pep mad at Haaland because he didn't put him in FPL. Pep made a deal with company behind closed doors to stop the embarrassment. Oh, man. Yeah, he's mad at him because it's like, we wanted this close game. Why are you scoring goals for, blood? Got Haaland for 184 million. This is with Villa, right? This is with an Aston Villa side. You got that bird from TikTok doing ads for KFC now, which I find crazy. I always forget her name. She does Grace from so she's got a Saving Grace podcast, and she's like full on ads now, which is really weird to me. Villa player said, "Lol, how embarrassing." Company thought having a pep star would make him beat City. To be fair, beating City is one of the hardest things to do. Let's give him credit, right? They are such a hard team to beat. I don't think playing a back five is the way though. So many teams have done that. If you know you're at home, go for it. I'd even go 4-3-3. You might get hammered, but at least try. You know, like you're probably gonna lose if you wait. If you wait to just have them, you know, come on you. They not like that. If you wait and then just wait for them to be in the final third, you know, it's not gonna go well. And yeah. A Sheffield United fan in the comments said, "Get Berg on, Sander Berg." He's had, when they looked at the stats, he had the least touches, which for a centre mid is shocking. Yeah, I think he had 6 touches of the ball, which is abysmal for someone who should be literally everywhere. Think he played well, not made it easy for City to play out. Just ridiculous finish at this level is the difference. About 3 million per touch for Berg. It's just Sheffield United fans rinsing Burnley in the comments. Where's Berg? Cheers for the Berg money. Sanderberg heat map. And it's just like a little dot on the pitch. Oh dear. Oh, apparently someone hit Rico Lewis with a lighter on the head, which is why he stayed down. I didn't know that. I just thought he stayed down because he had a shove. Someone said, "We're actually done well, just a shame they were robot up front." Yeah, I mean, yeah, Haaland's on a different planet, to be fair. I'm on 19. Haaland with 18, De Bruyne with 1. I'm so upset, by the way. I've also captained Haaland. I think most people did that today, so I'm raking in the points. De Bruyne getting injured has screwed me. And John Stones is my other City player, but he's not even on the starting lineup, so it's gone well for me. If Haaland had a stinker, I would be in trouble. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, Haaland, though. I bet everyone in my league is Haaland anyway, so I bet I'm joint bottom with everyone else. Haaland with 18, Alvarez with 4. Oh my god, I'm already below you. You literally have all the same players as me. I made my team, right, before any of you lot. You all copied me. You've all copied me. I made my video. I had no idea what anyone's team was. I based my choices off player value, selection, and points they got last season. You made your team. Day FPL came out. Well, the only difference is, I guess, will be my Villa players could come in clutch, because I don't think you had. Wait, do you have any Villa players? I've not even seen your team, Harry. I don't think. I see my dad. My dad's lost it, by the way. My dad's actually gone insane. I'll read out my dad's team. Honestly, early onset dementia could be a thing, because he's honestly gambled so much. No Villa players a joke. You're just salt that we finished in the Europe places and you didn't. So my dad has Steele in goal, Veltman, Webster, Mings, and Pau Torres. That is a Brighton Villa backline. That is a disaster waiting to happen. Not a single Big Six defender or keeper. No City defenders, no Liverpool defenders. A Brighton Villa backline is, I mean, that's ballsy. That is ballsy. Midfield of it gets a bit more like sane with midfield. Martinelli, Salah, Harvey Barnes, Luis Diaz, Erling Haaland, and Ollie Watkins is the rest of his side. Not a bad team. Martinelli will get points. Salah will get points. Barnes, I don't know about. Diaz, Haaland, Watkins. So the rest of his side is Trafford, Cole. He's got Levi Colwill. That's how I know my dad's lost his brain. My he's Colwill. How you doing, Matthew? What's good, man? Yeah, he's got Trafford, Colwill, Rodrigo, and Alvarez. Oh, my dad. Oh, my days. My dad isn't starting Rodrigo or Alvarez, which is so interesting. I wonder if he's changed that since I've seen the screenshot. I think Arden has got... Why? Oh dear! What a surprise! City are winning Haaland. I know, Jams. We've all seen it. He's a robot. Honestly, like, can someone just inspect that he's actually human? Like, someone take some, like, you know, urine sample or something. There's no way that's a human being. Haaland, look, this is insane. He's done nothing all game, but scored two. Like, he scored a tap in, and then, to be fair, he scored a banger. But it's just 2 one-touch finishes. He's done nothing. He's not been involved in build-up play. He's not really done anything in terms of, like, when they've gone direct. He's actually been adjudged to have fouled Burnley on a few occasions. He's just a poacher. He's very good, but he's a poacher. Your dad has class, picking Colwell, mate. No, he's not mad. He won't. I don't know if he'll play, though. That's why I'm saying he's mad. I just think that's a waste of 4 mil on a player. Or I'm guessing it's 4 mil. Or probably 4.5. I had Archer last year because I really thought Archer would play for Villa off the bench, and he never did. So that was a waste of my FPL money. Talking to a wall. Let's go. Oh wait, did you send me yours? Oh my god. All right, I'll have a look at your team, Harry. All right, we couldn't have it up on the stream. You know what? We'll have an interactive stream here, and I'll have it up for everyone to see, and let's see what other people think. All right, we'll save the image and we'll add it as a source. All right, we're going to be very judgmental here. Straight away, by the way, I'm already disagreeing with a couple of these. All right, we're going to put this up here so it'll look nice in the corner. What is the keeper? Blood. What? There is no way, Harry. You are trolling. This is troll. Bernd Leno. Bernd Leno. All right, let's move past Leno. Yeah. Estepinian, fair enough. He's in my team. He has a 50% pick rate. I mean, that's pretty solid, right? I'll sit here as well, so I'm not in the way. John Stones, solid, but he's not. I mean, I picked Stones. He's just not playing. Luke Shaw. He will play, and United get clean sheets. He's just a terrible player. Send me your teams on Discord. Just add me, send me your teams. I'll review them. If you send it, take a screenshot, send it to me through direct message on Discord. I'll add it up. Anyone wants to do that, feel free. I'll even put. Hang on. Hopefully my command will work. Any day now. It will pop up there. There we go. All right. So join the link here. Click that. Add me from my Discord server if you want, and yeah, send me your teams through DM and I'll review it. I wonder how many people had to take out Kane. Oh, Kane had 11% pick rate, and already I think that was low because of the rumours. So yeah, it's a lot of people in a short space of time as well, because you know the deal went through like today. All right. So yeah. Estepinian, Stones, I like those. Sure could be good. Won't provide you a lot of assists though, but it could be all right. Saka will get you points because he feasts on bottom half teams. So that's fine. De Bruyne, just like me. So De Bruyne and Haaland. In fact, we have the same 3 City players. We have the exact same 3 City players. Stones, De Bruyne, Haaland, Rashford. And Bruno, so 2 United players, not bad at all. If I go to, I'm trying to compare with my team. I picked Bruno, Rashford. Rashford has like stinker seasons every now and then, and I don't want to risk it, so that's why I haven't put Rashford. I've got McAllister in my team. which I think will do well. He started a lot of games for Liverpool in pre-season, and he was fairly cheap. João Pedro scored a lot for Watford, fair enough. Haaland. Jackson's a gamble. This is where I think it's a gamble. I was tempted to put Jackson, but Watkins was 8 mil. Jackson is 7. Watkins will score more goals than Jackson. You can clip that right now. Ollie Watkins, I can guarantee it, will get more goals than Jackson. There is no way. I like Jackson. He just won't play that many. I don't think he'll play as many games as Watkins. I believe that. I do think Ollie will get more goals than Jackson. Clip it. Clip it. I'll watch it in a year when I've inevitably got it wrong. And then on the bench, there's a lot of filler here. Virginia. Bell was someone I was tempted with for a bench player as well. Anderson and Gusto. Lots of, most of these will never appear. Maybe Anderson you'll chuck in for a couple of Newcastle games every now and then. I don't think Jackson will get more than Watkins. See, Jams and Harry, you're both Chelsea fans, right? So you're going to back your boy. But Ollie Watkins got lots of goals last year. I'm just going to say. Anyway, we've got another team. Bear with me. Alright, we're going to swap this out and replace with, I think this is it. Yeah. Alright, review on this team. Okay, Ramsdale in goal. What are we saying? Because I was tempted to Ramsdale myself. Did very well for Arsenal last year. Lot of points, obviously, a lot of clean sheets. I'm interested to see how well that will do. Trent is a scam. I said this in my video. Trent's a scam. Trent is literally a scam. 8 mil. 8 mil for Trent. It's only because he will get you assists, right? Even then, that's not a guarantee. 8 mil is a scam. There's no way I was going to put that in my team. Trippier, 6.5, also a scam. Thank you, Harry. Got a lot of points last year. Not worth 6.5, though. Considering what the rest of the defenders are worth. 8 mil's an absolute joke. I can't believe you spent that. Pau Torres, fair enough. Solid centre-back. Gabriel. I put Gabriel in my team as well. Good defender. Bell, I was interested with. I just think having a Luton defender is not a good idea. Because they will ship loads of goals. Barkley. That's a shout. That's a huge shout. Reece James is on my bench, to be fair. But I have enabled my bench play and my bench boost for game week 1. So technically he's not on my bench. Saka, Barkley, Diaby, and Salah. Good team. Good. I like that midfield. Except Barkley's a wild card. Haaland, João Pedro is very common. I've seen that all before. Onana, like me. Reece James, Baptiste, Alvarez. Interesting, he didn't put Alvarez in this game. I would have, because it's Burnley. Personally, I think there's more chance of Alvarez scoring against Burnley than João Pedro against Wolves, but that's just me. Especially the fact they're away. I especially wouldn't play no chance I'll put Barkley in my team. Or start him. We have another team. Which I do like the look of this team, by the way. I think I've seen this before, but I will show you guys. This one is like a browser screenshot, not a mobile one, so I will have to scale it down. It's actually going to be difficult for you guys to see, so you're just going to bear with me. Onana in goal. I'll just do this and then expand. Onana in goal. Estepinian, Stones, Rico, Henry, and Chilwell. Chilwell's injury prone, risky. Oh, I've got to rush this as well because we are underway for second half at Turf Moor between Burnley and Manchester City. So I will very quickly run through this. Onana is a good choice, I think. Estepinian, Stones, good. Rico Henry is a shot in the dark. Does very well. He's played at wing back for Brentford before. Could do well for them. Chilwell's risky because injury prone. That's straight away. I picked Matoma. Matoma's in my team. I'll show my team at some point. I got Matoma in mine. I think he did very well for Brighton. There is a risk that he could go elsewhere. There was a big rumour he could have gone to Man City not too long ago. I think that rumour died down a little bit, but could happen. You never know. Saka, James Maddison, Mitoma, Rashford. Probably the best midfield, you know. Maybe that's controversial. I think that's the best midfield out of all the screenshots. I really like that. Saka, Maddison, Mitoma, Rashford. Rashford's the only one where I think could be risky because, like I said, he's had some stinker seasons. Haaland, Jackson up front, fine. You want to do that, whatever. I'm just gonna expand and go up. Areola, Kabore, and Buemo, Pedro. These two will probably play most. Areola's cheap and will play for West Ham, which is why I put him in my team. Not bad. I think that's like a 7 out of 10. Midfield's like a 9. Solid midfield. Jackson's a risk. Chilwell is a risk. Rico Henry, I'm not sure how many points he'll get. Might do well for Brentford, though. Solid team, though. A solid team. That team could easily get more points than me. And we'll do more of these screenshots throughout the stream if you guys want to provide them. I'll also provide my own because why not? I'll log into my FPL and at some point today, I've shown my team. Oh no, I might not need to. I think I showed a screenshot actually. Oh no, that was put in another Discord. I can't be asked to look for it. So I'll just log into my FPL and I'll let you know what the side is. Give me a sec. I'll take a screenshot of this. It's gonna be another large one because I'm on desktop. I don't think my side's that bad. I think my ball knowledge is not terrible. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna say it. You know, I'll do it right now because you know this game could die. It already kind of is with how well City are doing. So I'll just show it now. This is my side. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. And again, didn't mean to do that. What the hell? All right, there we go. So Onana in goal, I think, is a solid choice. I did make a video about this, and you can watch that on YouTube. I discussed, you know, my thoughts behind most of these. In fact, every player I gave a reason why. Onana, solid. We'll get a lot of clean sheets. You know, De Gea is awful. He literally got the Golden Glove last year. Estepinian, Botman. I think it's probably my most controversial take out of the back line. But Newcastle did well last year. They might fall off this year. Gabriel and Stones. I think this reeks of clean sheet all across here. Mitoma, Bruno, De Bruyne, McAllister. I think that's such a solid midfield. McAllister's my wild card because he might not do that well at Liverpool. These three are bankers for points though. Guaranteed points right there. And then Haaland, João Pedro. I mean, Pedro got lots of goals for Watford. On the bench right now, I mean, I've included my bench for my my first week. So Areola, James, Watkins, Diaby. Saucy team. If I say so myself, I think that's absolute sauce. If you put it in the Discord, I'll show your team as well, Matthew. Very nice. No bench, but we'll go by the team you provided. Want me to crop it? It's fine. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. It's okay. Alright, last one then is Raya in goal. Raya's alright. He's okay, I guess. Risky though, if Arsenal at a last second buy David Raya, suddenly you've wasted your money there, I think. I would not put in Raya. I think it's a massive gamble, and there's keepers that will provide the same amount of points with no risk. Saliba and Gabriel at the back. Arsenal did go to pot when Saliba got injured, so fair enough. Varane, Estepinian. Estepinian's so popular. De Bruyne, Garnacho. Blood has Garnacho. That is, and Bailey. Oh my god, bro! This is Hail Mary FC. Bro, this is... Oh my god, this is unreal. The amount of hits... This is Hit and Hope FC. Bro's going for like 40, 50 yarders for his FPL. Hoping it will pay off. Bailey is a wild shout. I don't even think Bailey will play. And Darwin Núñez. Oh my god. I didn't even notice Núñez. Bro. Oh my god, this is content. Garnacho, Bailey, Darwin Núñez. Oh my god, that's crazy. But you know what? If that pays off, you're getting a round of applause from me. That is such a risk from you. That team will, I'm telling you right now, will either finish bottom of my league or win it. No in between. Haaland has a chance for a hat-trick, by the way, and his shot is deflected over. A team like that will literally either win my whole league or finish bottom. There's no in between. You know what? Fair enough. You got bollocks to do that. I just don't think Bailey will play. Never mind, getting points. And Tyrone's wife said, AJ, can I have your girlfriend, please? Oh my god. Do you have your FPL sorted out? Did you sort out your team? Because if you did, send it to me. I'm reviewing and judging everyone's team. So not just you, but anyone in chat. If you haven't already, send me your team. I'll review it. Phil Foden goes for an overhead kick there, and it's deflected wide. To be honest, I do think Darwin. I think he'll do better. I just think it's a massive gamble. Massive gamble. Corner kick to Manchester City. As the Haaland shot was deflected, they finally go and take the corner. 52 gone, still remains 2-0. Corner comes in towards Haaland, header away. Rodri gets it on the edge of the box, flicks it with the outside of his boot to Walker, scoops a long ball, looking for Foden. A good half clearance from Burnley. So I need to get the lineup back from both the teams. Give me a second. Yeah, Elder Kill has done all right, from centre-back. He's had a lot to deal with. It's mainly been him that has stopped City with crosses, etc. I think he's done okay. They're back. It's been tough for a back five to deal with. How do I send? So you've got me on Discord, or you should have me on Discord. Do you have me on Discord? I can't remember. You can. Well, it kind of needs to be through Discord. Because that's where I'm getting the screenshots from. I'd say through email, but that's weird. Something I can just use my PC to access, basically. I can't remember if you're on the Discord. I actually have no idea. Ooh, risky pass. Yeah, Burnley giving the ball away very cheaply. Don't understand Discord, I'll figure it out, fair enough. Long shot comes in, it's a save by Trafford. It's very simple, you just obviously search my name. If you haven't already added me, you can add me, I guess. And you just take a screenshot and press send. There's like an image section. And you can do that. Or you can post it in the general. Doesn't matter. If you want to show other people it as well at the same time, you can do that. I'll be very judgmental. I'm in a league with some of my mates. They all have made fun of me for Alvaro. I don't think it's a bad choice. I just think he's fairly expensive for someone who will play maybe half the season. Corner comes in. Header on goal from Rodri's on target. And James Trafford makes a save at his far post for Burnley. Simple header, really, to save. It took a bobble on its way through. Could have caused a few problems, but it's, in the end, not terrible to deal with. I'm just hoping John Stones will come on so I get some clean sheet points. That's just all I'm hoping right now. Currently, this is why... Oh, wait, Stones ain't even on the... Stones ain't on the bench. Where's John Stones? On the bench is Gomez, Grealish, Vardiol, Kovacic, Laporte, McAtee, Ortega, Palmer, and Phillips. He can't even come on the bench. What the hell? Where? I've basically wasted a position. Where's John Stones at? That's unbelievable. This is why I'm learning. Don't have City players unless it's Haaland and De Bruyne. Because no one else is guaranteed a place Or Edison, I guess. Lovely layout from Haaland. Ball towards Foden's over here, and Burnley will get the ball back. Sanderberg for Burnley. He's had such little to do, Sanderberg, to be honest. I can see why the Sheffield United fans are laughing, because he has been such a ghost in this game. Risky pass from Edison, but it works. Ake into Bernardo Silva on the halfway line. Outside the boot pass to Alvarez. Quite sleek. Mateo Kovacic. City go left to right. Kyle Walker. It's almost like they're trying to kill the game. City just pass you to death. I will say, City are a bit of a dull team to watch at times. It's not like... My favourite team to watch, obviously other than Villa, in terms of entertainment, was the Marco Bielsa era of Leeds. It was just such pandemonium football. It was basically like FIFA in real life. It was just, full-blooded attacks, lots of energy, lots of passion, lots of aggression, but goals were everywhere because they'd commit so many bodies forward, so they'd either score or concede. And that was fun. I used to love watching Leeds under Bielsa. But, this type of pass you to death has been City's forte for a very long time. Arsenal kind of have this at home as well. They will just kill you with passing. Akanji. Back to Nathan Ake, and he'll go back to Edison. 57 gone. 58 gone. It is Burnley 0, City 2. Goals from Haaland are the difference. He's literally done very little all day today, Haaland, but it's enough. He's done enough. Guys, if you haven't already, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It'd be very much appreciated. And don't forget, tomorrow, I'm not going live at 10 to, not the usual, like 10 minutes before the game. I'm going live half an hour before the game to discuss everything and have a proper build-up for the opening day of Aston Villa's Premier League season. So make sure to join me at 5 o'clock from tomorrow for Aston Villa versus Newcastle. 5 o'clock. Also just sold Saliba, 137 mil. FIFA's so unrealistic. FIFA's so unrealistic. I did do a predictions video, and my clip on TikTok went viral. I said Villa will get 7th. Which I think is fair, because we're in Europe. I know some people have put us a little bit higher. Some people... In fact, we're actually, we've been gassed up by quite a lot of like YouTubers and all that. So I've actually put us quite low compared to some, but I've said 7th. I'd take that. I think if we do well in the conference... I'd even take finishing like 10th, 11th, 12th if we won the Conference League. 100%. Get the trophy. We're back in Europe anyway because you win it. I think that trophy should be the main concentration, especially towards the end stages of it. And I want to win it. And City have a chance to make it 3 here with Alvarez forced out wide. His shot is dire. And it strikes a fan in the crowd. City hitting Burnley on the break. 4-on-3 there. Just can't hit Burnley for that third important goal. Lovely flick from Phil Foden into Haaland. Haaland finds Alvarez, and he really should do more there. The World Cup winner. He's rushed. He's really rushed it and tried to snapshot with power, and it just did not go very well. Burnley make their first changes of the game. Like I said, it's not been terrible from Burnley. They'll learn from this. Amdouni caused problems in the first half. Same with Collier, but nothing significant, I think I will say. And the subs for them were Anas Zaroui and the other sub, I forget, because they've not been... I do apologise, I forgot the sub because they didn't list it on Flash Score just yet. But that was the first sub. They took off a striker and a winger. Benson being injured for Burnley, I think, was a big miss. I can't lie to you. Such a talented player. The fact they've not bothered to start him is just crazy to me. He did so well for Burnley. Changed his nationality to the Belgian I think so. He'd probably play because I think he knows he'd probably never play for the England national team. And I'm just surprised Vincent Kompany has kept him out. I think he had such a good season, scored lots of bangers. And to be put on the bench, I think I would have brought him on. I would have started him. I think Poch could get us fourth. We got no Europe to deal with as well, which is a bonus. I said Chelsea. I think I said 6th or 5th. I don't think Champions League. Look, you lot would do very well, by the way, to bounce from 12th into 4th. That's not easy. That's not easy. You got to go from a side that barely stayed up, like in the grand scheme of things. One of the worst formed teams, not only in the league, but in the football league in general. You went on a horrific run where you barely scored goals. Like, it's hard to change that mentality. I know you got a lot of players in and a lot of players left. Well, more left than have joined, I think. But I just think it's hard, especially Liverpool. You lose that game, I think you're in some serious trouble. You cannot afford to lose to Liverpool in your first game. That minimum is a point. Minimum, you got to get a point. Because you start on the wrong foot and you lose that game, you could be in for another bad season. All the money and all the and all that in the world, but mentality is the I think the most important thing in a football club. You can have the most talented side, but if they are struggling mentally, it's going to show. I do genuinely think that they start doubting themselves. Players' wavelengths are all over the place. They start blaming each other. The atmosphere is not good. It will affect the team. I think if you lose that game, you're at home as well. I think it could have long-lasting effects. I don't think you will lose a game. I think that has a draw written all over it, but there's a big risk, I think. No Europe, though, is massive. But if you do an Arsenal, finish 8th, and then finish 8th again, or the point is if you don't make Europe and then you don't make Europe again, that could be very bad. And you got to feel for Bowley as well. Todd Bowley spent a lot of money and he's got very little to show for it. Very little to show for it. Just players on long-term contracts. Risky from Ederson, by the way. As he's put under pressure, thankfully, from a Man City perspective, it didn't lead to anything. Burnley do have the ball, though. There's a good high press from Burnley, forcing Ederson to rush his clearance. He pretty much scuffed it along the floor. The subs for Burnley, by the way, were Zarawi for Koliesho and Jacob Brun-Larsen coming on for them. Just called me a Discord genius. Did you send the screenshot? Oh, you joined? I think. No, you didn't. Wait, what? No, that was just Matthew McEwen. Okay, no, you didn't join. How are you genius then? Because I'm not seeing anything. Have I been added? I don't think so. Yeah. So about that. Yes, I believe so. Because I did not receive I did not receive anything. Like I said, click the link, join the server, and you'll be able to find me. So I'll post it again. So if you join the Discord server, I'm literally like... Wait, there's a link there. I didn't even have to say it. Look at that. Botrix is listening. Join that link. And you can add me on there. I'm obviously the Discord leader on that. So you can either add me or just post it in the general. You can do that. Very easy. Hey, there we go. Oh no, you're already in it, I think. Alright, we've got a new team. I'm already seeing Haaland. Alright, we're going to review another side. That did work. There we go. Well done. All right, we're gonna scrutinize another team, ladies and gentlemen. I'm quite fair with what I say. Already we're seeing points because Haaland is on her team. I'm not going to line it up because I don't really care too much. Pope in goal. And that's a first, by the way. We've not seen a Pope yet. Which is surprising. So my reasoning for not Pope is Pope was expensive. Is that the same for other people? I thought Pope was really expensive. So I was put off. He was the same price as Edison, which I thought was mad. I know they got a lot of clean sheets, right? But I was really put off with the pricing there. But it could pay off. That's a gamble, but it could pay off because he got a lot of points. 2 Villa players in the back line. Mings and Pau Torres. My dad did the exact same thing. I hope it goes well. Laporte Cancelo. Risky because Cancelo probably won't play. No? Cancelo was online. I sounded Australian then. On loan. He's on loan. Crikey. Cancelo was on loan at Bayern Munich, so I don't know if he'll play. He has not started today as well. And Laporte will play some. See, I'd steer clear of City unless it's De Bruyne or Haaland or Rodri. Steer clear of City players. It's risky. I've learnt my mistake. No, I'm not having John Stones. Yeah, that's risky. Putting 2 of those in. Rashford, Matoma, Bowen. Love that. Love that. Very nice. Very crisp midfield. Matoma, I'm glad to see more people choosing Matoma. An absolute steal for 6.5 mil. Definitely could go a lot higher at some point if he starts well. Rashford, Bowen is a huge shout. Bear in mind, Bowen for West Ham, you know, he's one of their favourite players. He literally got the winner in their Conference League. I think that's a great shout. And their front line is great as well, you know. Haaland with a lot of goals. Callum Wilson, if he stays fit, will score a lot for Newcastle. Ferguson will probably play for Brighton. Don't know about the goals, though. That's another risk, I think. With Thomas getting injured, they didn't put him in. Overall, I think that's like a 6.5. I would say 7 to even 8, but the back line's a bit dusty. I can't lie. You're gonna lose points on that defense. Like Laporte and Cancelo might develop cobwebs. There might genuinely be cobwebs on those defenders. Torres and Mings could do well if Villa do well. It's a big gamble relying on Aston Villa. I've learned over many years to not do that. Could do well for you. Never know. I could be wrong. I love the midfield though. Sauce. I love that. The attack is quite nice. Ferguson, by the way, could be really good considering how cheap he is. I'm just saying that's actually that's a massive shout. That is a massive shout. Can anyone explain to me why Pascal Gross has such a low pick rate? Pascal Gross scored so many goals for Brighton last year and did so well, but it has a 5% pick rate. But I don't really follow Brighton news, so like if anyone has insight as to why Pascal Gross only has 5%, I'd love to know. I was going to have him in the team, but I was put off by the little amount of people that put him in, and now I'm going to be very upset with myself if I've just gone with the crowd like a sheep and he does well again. But I didn't know if there was any like injury risk or whatever with him, or yeah. FPL know about the Brighton downfalls. Ferguson won't start somehow. He's a young talent. I think he'll do well if he plays. I don't know how many goals he's going to do, but I think he'll be okay. Trossard will be a decent pick. Trossard has the Man City problem with me. I don't know if he'll start. I don't know how many games he'll actually play. Oh, by the way, another scam is Kai Havertz. Have you seen how much Kai Havertz is? That's a rip-off. It's like 7.5 mil. That's just fraudulent. Also, another chance for City. A cross is deflected towards Haaland. I think that'll be a corner kick to Burnley. It looked like it was deflected anyway. Oh, City want a corner. I don't think it's going to be given. Foden screaming for it. Harrison has been slurping Brighton for years and now suddenly hates them. Oh, man. Kai Havertz is... I'm not joking when I say this. Kai Havertz is 7.5 million on FPL. 7.5 million. You might as well just throw it away. Just honestly, throw your millions away. You might as well, you know, because like you're not gonna get that back. The biggest scam. Oh yeah. So Matthew said everyone posts your current points standings. I'll have a look at mine. It's minimum 20, I think. And I captain Haaland as well, so I'm in a good spot. Points. There we go. 21. Haaland currently on 20. My brother. My brother. Absolute goat. Oh man, I could have had John Stones. Why didn't I pick John Stones, man? I was so tempted to go for Stones. Not Stones, sorry, Kyle Walker. I went for Stones. Why did I not pick Kyle Walker? I was put off because he didn't start the Champions League final. I actually thought he was going to be eventually, like, you know, play less games. He still might. It's one game, but... Man... Oh, I'm disappointed in myself. Having John Stones in this team has upset me. I'm going to look him up. Where is John Stones at? City blow as star defenders Diaz and Stones ruled out a Burnley clash. Fitness reasons. Oh, piss off. I've missed that. What? There was no warning. There was zero warning. AJ not doing FPL after a month is going to hit like crap. I will honestly, I'm going to really go for this. I've never completed FPL ever. I've been doing this for years and I've never finished. I will be there on the final day of the year. I'll be there no matter what. How much the other fraud Mount? I think Mount was 6.5. I'm certain Mount was 6.5. Haaland was rugby tackled. Is there a way I can see Mount's pick rate? Love to see Mount's pick rate. Oh, there is a way. Oh my god. I need to see this. Alright, midfielders. I'm still scrolling down. I do not see Mason Mount. Eze 17, Martinelli 14. I probably could have picked Martinelli thinking about it. I might regret that. Where is Mount? 3.7. 3% of people have picked Mount. Oh, and Man City make it 3-0 Rodri as well, as I'm looking. They have a set piece. Burnley can't clear. And the man who got the goal to win them the Champions League sticks it away at Turf Moor. And that is well and truly game over here. 3-0, done and dusted. Rebound finish as Burnley, despite all the bodies they have back, they couldn't clear the ball. This free kick, I think, was towards Haaland. It was. But it was headed away. Oh, that's poor. That's really poor. My curse is here again. Al-Dakhil, who I've given lots of credit to, doesn't clear the ball. Between him and Sanderberg. Oh my god, the Sheffield United fans are going to feast. Sanderberg, what is that? Wrestling with Ake and loses out, and Sanderberg puts it on a plate for Rodri. The Sheffield United fans are creaming at that. 3-0 to City. It's dusted. Remember me. Unfortunately, my friend, I don't recognise the name. I feel bad when people say that. I usually do remember, but I do feel bad when I don't. If you could enlighten me, I'd appreciate it. Havertz pick rate has to be less than Mount. I need to see this. 3% from Mount is so funny. But look, I was just gonna put this. Look, Rice is a DM and Rice is 6.4. Look, DMs are not gonna get you that many points, and he still has a higher pick rate. Son's pick rate's 5%. Son's pick rate last year was like 20. Oh, Havertz is 5. Havertz has actually more than Mount. What? Oh, it's because Mount's 7 mil. That's probably why. That's a scam as well. What's with this scam? Mount for 7. Did they watch Chelsea last year? Mount is the... I'm just saying, you can have in your team Mason Mount for 7 or Trossard for 7. What other 7 mil players are? Hang on, I'm intrigued. Mitoma 6.5. Have Havertz or Mitoma. He's literally cheaper. There is no way that they're taking the piss. There is no way. All right, Chelsea. I'm seeing Chelsea's pick rate on all their players. Kepa has 1%. To be fair, Chilwell and James have 16 and 13 respectively. Enzo has 3. Stunning. No way. No. No way. Sterling is 1.8. 1.8%. To be fair, they have priced him out. He's 7 mil. Like, what do they think was going to happen there? Raheem Sterling, 7 mil. Oh my god. Oh, crying. I'm crying. Oh my god. Good value, by the way, from a Chelsea player. Chukwuemeka's 4.5. He will get more points. Chukwuemeka will get more than Sterling. I'm telling you now. Even Mudryk, like I banter Mudryk. Mudryk 6.5. Mudryk is less than Sterling. I'm actually enjoying this far too much. Mudryk is less. Mudryk is less than Sterling. Who would pick Sterling? I want to see the 1.8%. I need to see the 1.8 that picked Sterling. That is so funny. Oh my god. Sorry for if chat don't care about this, fair enough. But I'm having a great time looking at this. Aston Villa the best says, "I gonna watch you tomorrow. I promise." Villa versus Newcastle. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, guys, just a reminder: Villa versus Newcastle. I'll be live from 5 o'clock, not my usual 5:20 or like 10 minutes before kick-off. I'll be live for a whole half an hour before to discuss absolutely everything. So make sure to watch me for that. Very, very exciting first start to the season. 7 mil. Yeah, 7 mil FPL for Sterling is just, that's just funny. Even like, I know Madueke, right, has, there's a chance he might not play, right? There's injury issues there. Madueke's 5.5. That's not terrible. That's way better value than 7 for Sterling. Oh, Gallagher's also 5.5. I'm just gonna leave it there. Thought sailing for DBD. Very nice. I should have got that chapter in a long time ago. Very good. It gets where somehow Sterling has double plus the pick rate of Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku, I'm saying Sterling is scam. Lukaku is a bigger scam. Lukaku's 7 mil as well. 7 mil for a player that, what is it, Inter Milan are doing protests to not sign him? Like, that's honestly, who has thought up of these prices? Gallagher should be 2. Madueke's decent. I think that if you had that in your team, I think that's like a wild card for someone who could get value. Oh, is it Juventus? Sorry, it's Juventus. I knew it was I knew it was an Italian. So I thought it was Inter Milan because he really wants to go there. I just knew there was a pitch invasion. Yeah, I think that says it all. Nkunku is injured. 7.5. Would you rather have 7.5 for Nkunku or 7 for 7 for Lukaku? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Who do you reckon will be in goal, by the way, between Sanchez and Kepa? Do you reckon Sanchez Sanchez has a higher pick rate on FPL over double than Kepa? Like, I think people genuinely think Sanchez will play, or I don't know. Like, his pick rate is not terrible for a keeper. I did already say my fantasy team. I might show it again at the end of today. But yeah. Currently I do have. I'm going to refresh. I think I still only have 21 points for today, which is still not terrible. I'll take that. Erling Haaland with the fat carry. I missed out on points with John Stones and De Bruyne got injured, so that's a very mid start to FPL for me. I can't lie. Oh, no worries, mate. I'll show it after the stream. So I want to show like my official points of the day. He turned his back in Inter and was secretly talking to Juventus for... Oh my god. I don't care about Lukaku, so I didn't even know Lukaku had interest from Saudi Arabia. I literally steer clear of Lukaku. That man pissed me off in the final, so I don't care. Every time I saw Lukaku's name on a headline, I'd literally switch over. I'd scroll on Twitter. If I saw it on TikTok, I'd scroll. I am literally that... I have that little interest in Lukaku. That's probably why I've missed all that. I do not care. That man makes me seethe. He has cost the planet by gifting Man City a Champions League trophy. How you doing, J3? Said you're right, mate. Just got on here watching match on your TV. I hope you've enjoyed. I think it's been a pretty mild game. Haaland once again showing how good he is, and Burnley not really doing a lot, to be honest. Not a bad start to the game, but they've definitely fizzled out. De Bruyne off hurt me. Has killed me. 10 mil. Could be bad. Galatasaray about to say yes to the Zaniolo offer. Yeah, guys, if you don't know, Buendia tore his ACL. So Villa have gone very quickly in search of a loan, and we've tried to get Zaniolo. Chance for Foden, by the way, for City. Foden twisting and turning, pulls it back. Can't get the shot away. Instead, Alvarez to Cole Palmer. Scored the City's first goal against Arsenal in the Charity Shield. Shocking pass from midfield that Walker has to drop back to win. And City's attack kind of fizzles out. But yeah, I hope we say yes. Hope Galatasaray say yes to the Zaniolo deal, because we are missing a big player. I thought Buendia really had a bright season ahead of him. Really, I'm a bit disappointed. Who would you choose, Pau Torres or Diaby? I'd go for Torres. I've got both of my team, but if you had to choose between them, I'd go for Torres, because he'll probably get more points defensively. Diaby might get a lot of goals, maybe, but I don't know. I think Torres is safe. Every time I think of Lukaku, I think of unaliving myself. Lad, we have them all. Don't need to prefer much. None of them I would prefer Chukwuemeka. Oh my days. Bro gassing Chukwuemeka. He'll be playing for Vitesse in 2 years. You can gas him all you want. We know it's going to happen. Alright, so for all you veterans of FPL, I have Haaland in my team, who I've captained. So... is the 20 points I have for Haaland because of captain, is that before anything added on? Because if I'm guessing... Oh, there's a fan who tried to enter the pitch, by the way, that has been rugby tackled. If I'm guessing, it would be I've just been given the goals, and then after the game, I think anything extra is added on. I think that's what it works. I think that's how it works. But I'm not too sure. Because I think he's on 10 for 2 goals. But then the extra needs to be added. Goal scored 2, yeah. His team selected has gone from 87 to 89, by the way. That 2% is probably some people who had Kane swapping him out. Villa to win 2-0 tomorrow. Look, I'm not saying that. I actually do think we'll lose. Look, Boomy, throw your pitchforks and your tomatoes at me. I have a feeling it's going to be a tough game. Oh, it's obviously going to be a tough game. I have a feeling we're going to lose, though. We haven't beaten them at St. James since 2005. It's not happening. I love this club. I think we're going to do very well this season, but we're not winning at St. James Park. There is no way that we break that 2005 that hoodoo, what do they call it? That's nearly 20 years. That's nearly 20 years since since we last beat them. I can't remember when we last won on the first. I will find that stat for tomorrow, and I'll say it in my live stream. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because we didn't last year. See our deal for Leeds guys. Yeah, I'm not surprised because you're getting Caicedo, so yeah, it makes sense really. You got FPL to look out for as well, so, and the fact you're interested in Lavia somehow still. 2020. All right, let's think back. So last year we lost to Newcastle. Year before that, who did we? I can't remember who we played in 21. Oh my god. Oh man. No, we beat. Yeah, it was 2020 actually. We beat Sheffield United. Actually, I do remember that game. We beat Sheffield United 1-0 from our Ezri Konsa header. I do remember. That was the last one. You are correct, because Emi Martinez saved a penalty from Sander Berg. And we won the game. That was the last time. It was 2021, whatever. 2021. That was the last time. It's not been since then. 2 years since. We'll see. We will see how we do. Palmer for City. Cole Palmer, by the way, looks such a baller. I think it's a lot of pressure playing for Man City, especially at a young age. There is potential there. He looks like a Phil Foden regen. He just looks like a blonde Foden, you know? Definitely has a future in football. Yeah, last year was a loss. Last year was a loss. It was Steven Gerrard because he dropped Tyrone Mings. We lost 2-0. Who was it who scored? It was Kiefer Moore scored a header, and Jefferson Lerma from a corner. Jesus Christ. We were proper in the trenches for the start of last year. Under Gerrard, it was horrific football. No one would listen to the fans. All the media kept backing Gerrard because he's their mate. We had dire football to watch every week. Danny Murphy, I will never forgive him. And I'd love to go on TalkSport to call him out. Danny Murphy said Villa couldn't do better than Steven Gerrard. When there was rumour that he was going to be sacked, and when we started booing him after the Fulham game, he said Villa fans, should be grateful that Gerrard is here, and we wouldn't do better than him anyway, and we should back him. Like, you couldn't make it up. So I want to honestly, I think he should get way more stick. I know a lot of people don't like him anyway, but I will never forgive him for that. And he is an absolute clown. And I'm glad that Unai Emery has proved him wrong. Final subs for Burnley. Brownhill's going to come on. And Nathan Redmond, who played for Southampton. There you go. There's your Premier League experience right there. Honestly, I'd have been tempted to start Redmond, considering. 6 minutes of added time. Burnley 0, City 3. Very comfortable win for Manchester City in the end. neither side is really breaking out a sweat right now. Burnley know they've lost. Some fans already heading for the exits at Turf Moor. Good atmosphere for the game. They gave it a go in the first half. At 1-0, it could have gone another way. I'm going to look at the stats of this game because I really want to see. I know Burnley had one shot on target that was saved by Edison. I don't know if they had any more than that. No, it was just the one. It was a shot from their striker Al Nouri in the first half. So not Al Nouri, Amdouni. And that was it. That's the only shot they've had, which is a shame, really. They caused a couple problems here and there. City looked a little bit nervous at times, but you know, some composure came out from their experienced players. Kyle Walker, he's acting there, surely. Walker's tripped over by Josh Brownhill and is still down. He's only just come on as well and he's got a yellow card. Free kick to City. Benson finally on as well. I think he should have started personally, but whatever. Scored a lot of goals last year. Towards the end of the year as well. I think he got them promoted with a goal against Blackburn. Actually, I apologise. It was Arawi with a yellow, not who I said it was. This has been reviewed for red. Oh, this could be a red card for Zarawi. That's from behind. That's a dangerous tackle. And Burnley could see red for the first game of the season. And the referee is going to look at the monitor and we all kind of know what that means. That usually is never good. And this start to the season could go from bad to worse for Burnley. That's a dangerous tackle. That's a red card for me. He's gone through the back of him. That's a really dangerous tackle. Could have snapped his leg enough. That, honestly, you know, you might laugh at that, at me saying that, but his leg could buckle and his leg could have snapped enough there. If his leg was planted, that leg's literally caving. He's lucky his leg didn't plant. Oh, that's a really bad tackle. He might walk. Referee's looked. Whistled. And I think he's going to reject the yellow and send him off. He's walking towards him. And the yellow card is being rescinded. And the red card is coming out for the substitute. It's a red card. It's a deserved red card, really. You can't really go in like that. And the substitute, Anas Zarawi, is sent off for Burnley. Zarawi only came on in the 62nd minute. He's only had half an hour and he's gone. Boos ring at Turf Moor, but it's a correct decision, really. So not only you lose a game, but you lose a player too. More subs are being made. Kyle Walker is going to come off. His last action of the game was to get hacked down. Blood thinks he shall Felix. At least Felix scored before he got a sending off. Free kick to City. Taken by Alvarez. Header! Good save by Trafford. Good powerful header at the back stick. James McAtee's on for Kyle Walker. A very youthful looking Man City outfit right now. Only a minute to go until full time at Turf Moor. Still, I was going to say 6-0. Still 3-0 to Manchester City. Trafford with Palmer pressing. Burnley just about get the deflection off McAtee, and it'll be McAtee, and it'll be a throw into to City with only seconds remaining. Guys, don't forget I'll be live for Aston Villa versus Newcastle tomorrow from 5 o'clock. Cannot wait for that. There's going to be a lot to unpack from the day of the Premier League and the Football League, so make sure you do join this channel for that. It'll be very exciting. Hopefully Aston Villa can get off the mark in the Premier League. I don't think we have much longer to go here. Maybe one last chance for Burnley. Another good interception to stop the attack of Burnley. It was number 24, Laporte, I think, with a challenge. Mark Goldbridge. Oh, by the way, Laporte has actually got... I don't know how many points... let's re-say what I'm going to say. I don't know how many minutes you need on the pitch to get clean sheet points, but I think it's more than what Laporte got. I don't think Laporte is going to contribute much for any fantasy Premier League people. Mark Goldbridge at it again. That is a red card. He's so clueless. Mark Goldbridge, by the way, someone who said when Ramsdale got lobbed on the halfway line, it was his mistake and he's a liability to Arsenal. And then when it happened to Onana, he said it was Dallow's fault. He's so inconsistent and he's very biased. And he will be very anti-City because he hates them. You can't hack someone from behind. I'm sorry, but like that's football these days. You know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you'll probably get away with that. But letter of the law, it's a red. He's gone in from behind. He could have snapped his leg in half. I genuinely think that. He could have snapped his leg in half. I know the Burnley fans will cry about it, but... It was a leg breaker. If he's planted his leg was in half. Yeah, even on Burnley's Twitter, clear red. Some people moan. There's no way you can complain at that. There is no way they can complain at that. Very obvious red card. Very obvious red card. I am not allowing them to get stick for that. Oh, not on my watch anyway. That is full time. And it has finished 3-0 to Manchester City. Business as usual for them. They are probably going to walk the league again. And it's been a very easy, simple start to the season for the citizens. Haaland did very little, but still did enough to score 2 goals. That's the story of Erling Haaland. Great day for my Premier League fantasy team. And I'm going to show you guys the proper points. I think I've got 21 in the end. I'm hoping Haaland will be boosted a little bit. Well, yeah, we'll have a look on my league. We'll see where everyone is when all the points are added up. We've got a lot of people in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people in my fantasy league. Very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, be sure to watch Aston Villa versus Newcastle on this channel tomorrow. It'll be very, very exciting for that game. Probably game of the weekend if it weren't for the City versus Liverpool game. Thank you all.